Alright everybody, it's just nice, isn't it? Just gone for a brisk walk. Well, I said brisk, about as steady as I can get with toe arthritis, but it's just too nice to not be out and trying to do a little bit of exercise, isn't it? And just taking it steady and getting rid of some of these cobwebs and aches and pains. So I take my time, and it's always better obviously when it's not pissing it down. I just thought I'd do a quick video about, I've just come back from doctors for a routine checkup like that I had, because I have my blood test done regular. I just thought I'd share about a bit of a understanding that I've recently found out about waking up feeling right tired, but just no energy. Anyway, blood test results come back, and this is why I'm making this video, just to kind of highlight what other people might be having or experiencing. I'd got sleep apnea, and the way they found it out really quickly was that I'd got low oxygen in my blood. Like breathing space in Rotherham, they were absolutely fantastic. They did some more tests and gave me a machine to test, sleep apnea machine, CPAP I think it's called. Tested it after a week or so, and get it back. Next minute, they calls me in and said, "You've got severe sleep apnea." I was like, "Oh, that's just another thing to collect, isn't it?" Kind of made sense why I'm feeling so tired all the time. But it's a gorgeous day, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, I'll just have a minute because my old knees are playing up. It was basically why I was feeling tired all the time was because I weren't sleeping, and I was a bit shocked when they told me that I'd actually stopped breathing 66.6 times an hour. Useful number, innit? Number at beast. And then it hits you, doesn't it? You're all right stopping sleeping. What if you don't wake up? You know, God. Yeah, I know. Is it linked to other things that I found out as well? It can be linked to high blood pressure, extra sort of stress on your heart, having to kind of start breathing again. So serious stuff. And the reason, I'll go a bit further. The reason I'm doing this video is I'm just thinking how many people just put it down to old age, or maybe you put it down to being tired. You know, people work shifts. We've all got to do us bit now these days with money being so tight. And you might put it down to your age, but it's worth getting checked out, because if you're stopping breathing and not knowing, you're never going to get a good night's sleep, are you? And it kind of all made sense. Yeah, I was getting up with arthritis pains, but stopping breathing that many times, 66.6 times, that's no good, man, is it? What if you don't remember to start breathing? So this CPAP machine, I'll cut to the chase and not make it boring. It went up, it goes up my nose, my one, a bit like two plugs, like a scuba mask. And you look at it and you think, no way, I'm not going to get used to that. Oh, Jesus, and it's a rape passion killer. And it's like, oh, I've got to put it on every night, I've got to remember. It's all right. After, I need to stop again. Yeah, I do need to lose weight and all, by the way. I know I'm not fit just yet, but I'm getting there. You do get used to it after a few days. And what's really good is it becomes second nature. And I think it's really good when you get used to it, because they say after a few weeks, but mine were around a month of using it constantly, I just felt like I've had a really good night's sleep, you know. I just felt so like energized, and I thought, Jesus, is this what sleep's like? I remember now, obviously I've got kids, and it kind of is that way when they're young, isn't it? And you're getting up at night and you don't realise kind of how much sleep you've had or not had. But yeah, I was really, really surprised how better it made me feel in general. I'd say end at third week, fourth week, I was totally used to it. You get used to it feeling on your nose, and it blasts air up. which is weird at first. It's silent, and that's the other thing. I'm going to sit on this bench here, see if I can get Toad stick here. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Whee. Yeah, it's silent, so you don't hear air going up your nose. And if you've got, obviously, sleeping with a partner, I was worried about that, waking them up. But it don't. They obviously don't hear it because it's silent. It's better than you snoring or gasping for air, isn't it? Because I guess that's what I was doing, snoring a lot and pissing us both off. But yeah, I don't snore now. It's weird, isn't it, snoring? Because you don't wake up through snoring. You wake up through your partner going, hey, you're snoring again like a bleeding pig. And you wouldn't have known, would you, unless they'd woke you up? And then you wake up and think, why have you woke me up? Well, it's a good job they did, because probably you were fighting for air, you know. I've got distracted again. Right, so, yeah, they can't hear it. It's silent. The only air that you hear is if you open your mouth, and it kind of rushes out your mouth and goes whoosh. But you just don't open your mouth. I think your body just gets used to the way that you're breathing, and you kind of forget that you've got it on. Yeah, it's really good. They give them through NHS, so you don't have to go private with it. But I would say get yourself checked out anyway, because it's worth knowing if you've got low oxygen. And if you find yourself really, really tired, it could be the cause that you've got sleep apnea and you didn't know. And do you know when you're sleeping, your body is digesting food and repairing and recovering, and also dreaming back now. I weren't dreaming before, but now I had this dream last night. It was weird. We've just finished Sopranos, and it's sad when Sopranos ends, because it's like you're having family in your life and then they've gone, and then there's no else to watch. Sad, isn't it? But yeah, for years I'd put it off. But we watched Sopranos and we absolutely loved it. So it's in my mind, I guess. But yeah, the night, it was a weird nightmare. Tony Soprano, he were in charge of me, like, and he put me with old old cockers, you know, like Sil and that, and it were all right. I was getting job done. And next minute, he's giving me an headset, and saying, what I want you to do, I can't do his voice. What I want you to do, JT, is go on phones for a bit and do some tech support. And I used to do that years ago. Not wrong with it. But I was like, I've got to go on phones. You've never mentioned being on phones. I mean, I'm all right killing folk and that, but going back on blowers. And he wanted me on tech support for 10 minutes before they turned phones off. And then I woke up. So, whew, I got away with that one. And I think, why the shit in hell have I just dreamt that? That's it, you see. You don't know with dreams, do you? You don't know where they're going to take you. But I don't remember having them. I don't remember having dreams before my diagnosis of sleep apnea. So it just shows you're not getting proper rest, are you? Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking about now is if I go away, what's set up with that is like, you take it with you and put it on plane, this little CPAP machine. I'll try and show you a picture of it at the end of this video. It's only tiny, like size of a DVD player or a video, I would have said, but you're probably too young to remember a video. Although I'm not, I love videos. Anyway, yeah. Do you just put it in your bag and take it with you? And then when you get to like Spain or wherever, you've got obviously plugged to sort. You've got to have a decent plug, haven't you? Like, and then you just plug it in and use it abroad. Because it relays, it sends, it's daft this, but I loved it, me. You get like awards for good night's sleep. You get like a reward on this app. And it'll say, congratulations, you've slept. I know, it's mint. After about a week or so of getting all your sleep back, let's say you were getting a couple hours before and didn't know it, now you're getting 7 or 8 hours. It's loads better. You definitely feel like you've got, you've like achieved what you should be doing, which is resting during the night, obviously. Yeah, so just a quick one, just to say, look after yourselves. We're all struggling, I guess, with one thing or another. Without sounding down and miserable and morbid about it, because I'm not that type of person. I'm always pissing about and having a laugh. But if you've got low oxygen, consider going and getting checked out. And how do you know you've got low oxygen? Or you can get blood tests done, or you can kind of piece the puzzle together and think, I'm not sleeping here, so maybe something's wrong. Maybe you need a sleep apnea machine. Maybe you've got sleep apnea. Or another thing, before I forget, you've got to tell driving people, them lot, that you've got it, you've got sleep apnea, you've got a diagnosis. But best thing is you tell them obviously it's tret, because since I've used that machine, I've slept fine and I've not been tired through the day. So it shouldn't affect your license as long as you tell them honestly what the deal is. It's worth doing. So I'll end it by saying I hope you're all going to be healthy and going to enjoy me rambling on some of these videos. I'll try and do different ones. You might just think, what's that chuff talking about? I'm not bothered. I'll use it like a diary, and comment section we can talk about all little ailments that we're picking up after 50-year-old. Because some I don't mind talking about them all, but some people might be a bit like, oh, I don't want to talk about that, or I never knew that. So hopefully it's helped somebody somewhere. And thanks for watching. Yeah, cheers, have a good day, look after your sens. Oh, bollocks. I'm bollocks now. Ready for a sit down.